Welcome to another reading on my channel. This is Divya's Tarot. We are looking at your career, your love life, and what is happening in your future. In this reading, we have three piles here as usual. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And let's get started. All who selected the pile 1, here's your general advice. Beyond the threshold of fear. It is your fear holding you back like a bar behind the door. Your relationship with fear is changing. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You're becoming able to observe it, to experience it, to have compassionate wisdom rather than resistance. Oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. The power that you used to give fear is now transferred to your extraordinary heart. What a beautiful card and what a beautiful starting. All right, so let's look at what's happening in your career. In your career, you seem to be in some kind of secret project, or you may be doing something in the secret where you really cannot reveal what you're doing. You seem to have been guided to this by your intuition. You should also be careful of people maybe who are gossiping, who are planning against you in secret, because there is something going on, and maybe that's a fear which they're talking about. You feared maybe some kind of that some people are ganging up against you. Maybe that could also happen, and maybe that was one of your fears. But whatever it is, your intuition will guide you. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. I feel that's the advice which is coming over here. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, where this is not the time where you need to be generous. This is not the time when, even though you are very open with, whatever you do, this is not the time to be generous. Keep your cards close. Do not reveal what you're doing to others. Do not reveal your secrets. Do not... I would say, if you know how to do, let's say, or you have a specific skill in your career, do not share it with others. This is your skill. This is the reason why they pay you. So my tarot advises you to keep it close to your heart. And even if somebody comes to you for help, surprisingly, yes, do not help. Pay attention to yourself a little bit more, because there are people who are having schemes against you. In terms of your future for your career, I see you coming up stronger. You're going to have some brilliant ideas soon. The divine is going to send you ideas on how to get out of whatever you are in, how to face them, how to recover your position. And I see you coming out strong with the King of Wands, and with the Hierophant. I see you going to maybe a promotion, or I see you going to a position of power, a position of where you will also you be given your worth. Maybe the promotion which was avoiding you for such a long time, that is finally going to come around. It's going to take some time, though. It will be towards the end of the year you will get that good news, but you need to play your cards well throughout, and the divine is going to assist you and help you achieve that. Let's look at your love life. What's going on in your love life? All right, I see new love coming in your life. If you're single, if you've been married, I see your love reviving. You have been on a war path, maybe with your spouse, maybe with your boyfriend, or if you're single, you have not seen anybody who you could be in love with for a very long time. You are always on the defensive. You always have your sword held high, and it's been there for some time. Where you have built that wall around you because you really don't trust anyone. But I see new love coming into your life. It could happen in the next 3 months, because I see it happening in the second quarter of the year, and some new love interest is definitely coming. This is someone with the Ace of Cups, means this is somebody who really touches your heart is going to come in. I see you coming out of your sleeping mode in your love life. If you have been exhausted, you have been tired, you're coming out of being tired. You're coming out of that situation of the burnout. This, if you're married, it could be that your marriage is going to get better. It's going to have a new fresh start. For some people, it could also mean that somebody else is coming in their life, even if you're married. But this is general reading, that is not for all. But whoever comes is going to bring, it's like as if you've been sleeping and somebody's going to awaken you up. That is what the feeling you're going to get. Like, I'm awake, I feel fresh, I feel alive, I feel young. That is what's going to happen. Towards the end of the year, we see you in a very happy state. You feel nurtured, you feel pampered, and you feel luxurious. The person, whoever's coming, most probably is having money, and that person will make you feel financially secure. So if you're single, this is really good, and it's a good and happy thing to have. This year is going to be good for you in your love life. If you're married, you may have to take a decision on, whether you want to be with that person or not. But as I said, this is general reading. It is not for everybody. For some, it would be that your marriage is going to get completely revived. You're going to feel much better towards the end of the year about your marriage. And for some people, it might be somebody else coming, even though you're married. And you will, if you see the signs, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in the next 3 months. So if it doesn't happen in the 3 months, next 3 months, you know that this reading is not for you. All right, now the last we are looking at future in general. Let's look at what's going to happen. If I look at the advice which is given to you, is that, whatever fear you have been in, you're going to move all of that and move to the space of your heart. So I feel for most people who are seeing this, this is a time when your heart is going to open up, because all those fears which you had are going to be wiped away, and you're going to go into the space of the heart. Let's look at your future in general. What are the cards? Very positive cards. You're going to come to a very, very strong, I see you mostly you're a woman, and even though you have to fight your way out and have a lot of, you might be criticized for what you do, things like that. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to come out really strong with the Queen of Wands as well as the Justice card. Whatever is due to you will be given to you. You're going to use your intuition much more, because we have the Black Cat here. So the Queen of Wands is someone who really is intuitive, because we have the Black Cat, which also shows that, you might be psychic. You might have a very strong spiritual background where you're very comfortable with energy work, things like that. And with the Justice card, I feel, you're going to learn to be more fair in life. And if you have felt unfair in your life before, that you didn't get your credit, you're going to be a person who's going to get the credit, who's going to finally, feel that justice has been served. So that was the reading. Let me give you an affirmation card, so which will help you. My mind is curious and alive. Today I will nourish it with a good book, a short story, or a beautiful piece of poetry. I will read something that stays with me all day. So in terms of this reading, what I would say, what you read and put into your mind is very important. So you should be very, very careful with what you read, because what you read is going to manifest. It's going to be your vibration. So I would suggest every day pick up, affirmation cards, pick up, self-help books before sleeping at night. You want to do that. Are there any last messages for this pile? The Hermit, the Devil, and the Ten of Wheels. All right. So there's a possibility that there are more than one person coming in your life. One seems to be a loner, one seems to be a playboy, but you're going to choose one, and there's a high possibility you will get the Ten of Wheels, which is, have the one come into your life, and he's going to be a good match. And mostly he has a dog. Yeah, he has a dog. I see a dog over here, a black and white dog. So if you all have chosen this pile, and if it does something like this happen in the next 3 months, please come back to this video and comment. It would really help. I would really like to know, if this has come true in your life. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Welcome all who chose pile 2. Let's look at what Rumi has to say to you. I surged on the uprising wave of love. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. You're going through a cycle moved by forces stronger than your will. This is a karmic period with grander cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do bow to the power of the great. Surrender to oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. Alright, so basically you're saying your surge on uprising of love. Very interesting. So let's look at your career, your love life, and your future. Alright, with your career, I see you in the first half. You have been worried about your career. You have been worried whether you have enough. All right, so you have this feeling that you don't have enough. You might fall short, and you might be restrictive in your career. You might not spend as much money as you usually do. You might there's a possibility of traveling soon, but that travel might not get through. Maybe you were hoping your company would send you somewhere and they have not. Some kind of disappointment has happened in your career. But the second half is going to seem promising. And, whatever situation where you felt in your career that, there's no one to help you, I cannot see my way out of this, everything seems to be dark, I don't know what my next move is. All of that is going to, rise away, and you're going to come to a very secure position, a secure feeling. You're going to come out of that. You're going to finally see the guiding light. So the second half of your year is going to be better. It's going to be, where you feel a little bit more financially stable and more stability in your career. You will feel that. This feeling of being, I'm not being paid enough. This feeling of that I don't have enough money, that has been following you for some time. And that is what is going to get cleared towards the end of the year. But it's going to take some time. In your love life, I think you already have someone new come in your love life. And you have shown interest and you're waiting for response. But I don't think you're getting the response which you really hoped for. Let's put it that way. You need to be careful that this person is serious, is the way you want that person to be. There is a possibility that person may be having more than a girlfriend, or maybe having somebody hidden away. So you need to be have a look at it. Be careful. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That would be the advice. Towards the end of the year anyway, you will come to know what the situation is. And if the person is not honest to you, by the end of the year, you will get your justice in whatever way you will feel you have got your justice. Yeah. In the future, we see you doing a balancing. I would just definitely suggest that you be careful with your money, because we have indications that you might get emotionally your emotional health is tough during this year. So it's a possibility that it's money which is going to comfort you for now, and there is money in your future. You will be doing maybe 2 jobs. You might be investing, you might be doing business, you might be doing a side hustle. Invest slowly, read the fine lines. That is the advice tarot would give you. Don't don't cry over spilled milk. Let what is gone. Let go those emotions, and that'll free you to become the sun, to become happy again. The chains which you have put are yourself, and you need to have a system where you're able to get over disappointments of hearts or disappointment of people in your life, of every relationship. I think people who have, it doesn't necessarily have to be love. It could be your parents have disappointed you, siblings have disappointed you, somebody you put your trust in has disappointed you, and you need to get over it. And towards the end of the year, I see you going through all these issues and coming out joyous, successful, confident, and having a love for life. Yes, I see you in a very, very good place. Let's look at the affirmation card for you. What is the affirmation card for you? All right. I am strong and intelligent. Today I shall trust my choices and believe in my dreams, in my abilities to make my dreams come true. Yes, so this is where you're going to be towards the end of the year. This is what I feel, that this is what the card, where you're going to learn to trust yourself. And you're going to learn that no matter what happens, I trust my wings. I trust myself to get out of it. I trust myself that I will be okay no matter what. Because there are things in our control and there are things not in our control. How somebody else feels about us is not in our control. And if you worry about it, sadly, you attract more worrisome events. The more you fear it, the more of that will come. So you need to get over the feeling that, oh my God, what do I do if I have one more breakup? What if this person I'm seeing doesn't work out? What if I'm going to be single all my life? If these are the questions which are worrying you, you need to let it go. Just let it go. And you should be okay with, every relationship you try. And it doesn't matter how many relationships you have to go through before you find the one. Some more advice for you. The Knight of Wands, all right? Have courage. Be bold. The Three of Wands. Yeah, have courage. Be bold. And go forth, try out. Put your hand out and don't be scared. That is what the advice would be for your future. Because it is promising. Your future is promising. You will get there eventually where you have to go. You will find the one you're looking for. You will have success in your career at the end of it. So just trod on. That is what the advice would be. If you all enjoyed this, please give this a like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Welcome, pile number 3, to your reading. Let's look at what advice you have been given. The right choice. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. When you're drawn away from a tantalizing sweet shop, trust that there is more delicious array of confectionery just around the corner. Yes, have your dandruff if you must, but you will be sheepish when you realize that the hand that removes is the same great hand of the beloved that bestows even greater gifts. What a beautiful thing. So basically, recently something would have happened where you felt something you wanted was not given or was taken away. But know that it was for your good. So let's look at your career. What is going on in your career? With the King of Wands, your year has started well. Okay, 2024 has started well. You were in a strong position. You felt good. You felt the king of, everything. You had everything in control. You had your New Year plans, all of that. But towards the year, as the second half comes in, you will find that, your career is you're going to feel a little bit unstable. There is a shift of power in your career. Maybe something which you had could have, maybe because of an external event, maybe something happened where the shift of power or the balance in your life kind of shakes up. And it'll going to take some time for you to recover from that. All right, maybe a promotion you were expecting won't happen or didn't happen. We are already almost starting the second quarter. So you already sense this, that what was expected is not coming. And you might go through some period where you feel the loss of it, where you feel bad, you cry over spilled milk, you cry over the things how it could have been different. And you wish, okay, I wish I did some things better, I would not be in that place. But throughout, it'll take you some time to come out of that mind space. And I see you going through it and coming out of it, because we have these cards in reverse. So I see you coming out of it and, bravely fighting those emotions and that difficulty which you have in your mind. You will go through maybe, a period where you feel like doing nothing. You feel like, you just want to cry. You just want to, be closed in a room, that kind of thing. There may be this might also make you result in, that I don't trust anyone anymore. You might feel, your mind clouded, where you don't trust yourself also, where you're like, oh, I made all these plans, who was I thinking? And everything went down the drain. You might feel all those things, but tarot is, see, if you look at what the advice is given, what you thought you wanted was taken away by the divine, because something better is there for you. So in career, I do feel that you might go through that feeling throughout the year, that what I wanted was not given to me. But when we look at the future cards, we will see what is there in your future might be brighter. This was not good for you, so it was taken away, but you're so hung up on what it should have been that you're not able to let go and feel good. The advice is let go. Let go what is lost. Let go what is not in your control. Let's look at your love life. Your love life also doesn't seem to be really great. I see a lot of fighting, a lot of bullying. Your spouse has been bullying you, or whoever you've been seeing has not been the most supportive husband or boyfriend, or whoever, girlfriend, whatever, whoever has been your partner in your love life. You all have been having a lot of fights, and you, in the later half, I see you actually maybe walking away from this relationship. You are like, enough is enough, I'm not going to take it anymore. And maybe that is why you're also so depressed, and that this whole thing is affecting your career, because there's this emotional imbalance which is coming and it's affecting your career, and you feel you need some rest, which you do. You definitely need rest, and you need healing, and you're going to feel like, or you're going to walk away from all of it. You might going to walk away from all of it. And see, this is a general reading, this is not for anybody specific, so take what resonates with you here. I'm not saying everybody is going to break up over here, but there's a high possibility that there is a lot of strife in your love life right now, and you need to heal. You need to send love to yourself. You need to look at your emotions and accept them, so that your relationship can be real. What has been suppressed for so long is going to come out this year. So yeah, let's look at your future. What's going to happen in your future? So I do see a new beginning coming in your future. We have the reverse of Four of Wands, reverse of Three of Pentacles. So there's a possibility you might be taking some advice, maybe some legal advice. You might be going to your lawyer friend. There's a high possibility for some of y'all that y'all are going to think of ending a relationship. All right, you're going to look at that. There's a possibility, but you're going to have some fresh perspective, and you're going to feel much better after all of it. This period is going to be tough, but you're going to come up as a star. A lot of hope is there in your future. And with the Ace of Swords, we also see something starting new. Definitely not somebody new in terms of love, but maybe a new job, a new place. Something new is coming in your future, where which will make the pain which you have gone through easier. So that was even advice. You don't know where the divine is taking you, and something you asked for in terms of manifestation is coming in this way. Sometimes things have to be cleared before a new thing can be created. You have to maybe destroy something before something new can be created, and this is the painful part, where you have to go through that. But there is hope at the end. It's all going to work out. And if you have Temperance in reverse here, which talks about balance, you're going to achieve balance. The balance which was lost is going to be achieved in the future, and we are going to have something starting new. Maybe a new job, maybe a new love, but mostly a new job, a new shift in career, something like that. More than love. We don't have the cups, we have the sword over here. Any last advice? on my pile number 3. The Emperor. I see somebody coming strong to help you out. 7 of Swords. Temperance again. Keep a control over your temper in terms of, emotions, because they're asking you to learn to balance between two things, between money and love, between the night and day, between self-love and loving somebody else. There has to be balance. There is going to be somebody strong coming in your life who might help you, but with the 7 of Swords, you also have to understand that the person might send you soldiers and you might have to hide. So yeah, be careful of that. Be careful of whom you ask help from. With the Temperance again, yeah, I see this person shrouded, not revealing himself. So I feel that is what you should be. Play it low. Do not show yourself. And do your work, the work which you need, internal work of balancing yourself on the back. That is the advice. With the Emperor, the advice would also be, learn to be disciplined. Discipline is lacking in your life, and you need to put focus on discipline, and you will get the success which you're looking for. I hope this reading. Did I read my affirmation card? All right. Affirmation card for you. I'm aligned with my inner self and sure of my capabilities. Today, the only approval I need is from myself. I am complete, I am enough, I am phenomenal. This is the inner work which you need to do. The balance which you need to attain inside yourself. And if you have such affirmation cards, use them daily so that, you build yourself up. So that was the reading, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you all did, please give this reading a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.